Hello, English 9 students. Mrs. Kirchhoff here. Let's talk today about subject-verb agreement using compound subjects. This is a topic that makes subject-verb agreement a little more difficult. So your learning target for today is I can identify the correct verb when the subject is compound. So let's take a look at some vocabulary for compound subjects. Just a reminder, a subject is the noun or pronoun in the sentence that's doing the action in the sentence. Another way to think about it is it's the who, right? Who is doing the action? That's the subject. Compound means more than one. So if we have a compound subject, we have more than one subject that needs to match up with a verb. So an example of this would be Mrs. Kirchhoff and Miss Gentili teach grammar, right? My subject is a compound subject, meaning more than one, because I'm talking about Mrs. Kirchhoff and Miss Gentili. So this would not be Mrs. Kirchhoff and Miss Gentili teaches grammar, right? Because I'm talking about more than one, that means I need a plural verb. So let's take a look at a few more examples and rules. So rule number 1, if the compound subjects are joined by the connecting word or conjunction word and, the verb must be plural. So here's an example of that. Stan and Martha eat or eats at the new place. So for this example, I'm talking about both Stan and Martha. That's my compound subject. I'm talking about two people, so it's plural, which means I need a plural verb, eat. Another example, Cody and the other club members stand or stands off to the side. So I'm talking about both Cody and the club members, right? So there's one Cody plus who knows how many club members. That's definitely plural. So I would need the plural verb stand off to the side. Another example, the dog with the white tail and the cat play or plays together. So I'm talking about a dog, happens to have a white tail, and a cat. That's definitely plural, right? I'm talking about two animals, so I need a plural verb, play. So just a reminder, singular verbs always end in S. So all of these compound subjects were joined with the word and I used the verb that did not end with the letter S. So you can see here I highlighted in yellow the answers for you to take a look at. So all of my verbs are plural, none of them end with the letter S. So that's rule number 1 about compound subjects. Let's take a look at rule number 2. If the compound subjects are joined by the connecting words or conjunctions or nor, the verb must agree with the subject closer to it. So this is where it gets a little bit tricky. Let's take a look. Stan or Martha eat or eats at the new place. So this is my compound subject, Stan or Martha. According to the rule, the verb must agree with the subject closer to it. So here's my verb. Martha is closer to the verb. Martha is one person, singular, so I need a singular verb, eats, right? A singular verb ends with S. So Stan or Martha eats at the new place. Example 2. Neither Cody nor the other club members stand or stands off to the side. So here's my verb. According to the rule, I take the subject closest to the verb. So that would be club members. Club members is plural, so I would use the verb stand. Neither Cody nor the other club members stand off to the side. Stand is plural, club members is plural. Last example. The dog with the white tail nor the cat play or plays together. So again, I have a compound subject joined by nor. Here's my verb. I take the subject closest to the verb, cat. It's singular, so I choose the singular verb, plays. So here's the answer key where all of the correct answers are highlighted and underlined. So again, Martha, singular, club members, plural, stand, cat, singular, plays. Here's our last rule, rule number 3. If the compound subjects joined by or nor appear in the sentence with inverted order, the verb will agree with the subject closer to it. Inverted just means switched. So this could be that the verb comes first, especially if you are stating a question. So let's take a look here. Blank, Stan or Martha at the new place. So now we're starting with the verb. We're inverting our sentence. We're switching things up. So I have a compound subject joined by or nor here. So I take what's closest to the verb, which is Stan. Stan is singular, one person. So I need a singular verb that ends with S. I would use is. Is Stan or Martha at the new place? Would be my correct answer. Number 2, there is or are many different shows or movies to watch on Netflix. So the word there, it's tempting to use that as our subject, but the word there or even here, we never use those, almost never use those as the subject of the sentence. So that means my sentence is inverted here. So my subject is actually the shows or the movies. So this is a compound subject combined with or. So I would use the subject closest to the verb, which is shows. It's plural, right? Shows is more than one. So I would use the plural verb are. There are many different shows or movies to watch on Netflix. My last example. Was/were her necklace or her shoes evidence in the investigation? So my subject here is necklace or shoes. So I have a compound subject, two items combined with or. I use the subject closest to the verb to determine if it's singular or plural. So that would be necklace is closest to the verb. Necklace is singular, one necklace. So I would use a singular verb that ends with S. The verb was. Was her necklace or her shoes evidence in the investigation? So here's the answer key where everything is marked up for you. So is Stan or Martha at the new place? There are many different shows or movies to watch on Netflix. Was her necklace or her shoes evidence in the investigation? So that's a brief look at subject-verb agreement using compound subjects. If you have any questions, please reach out and don't hesitate to ask questions. Thanks, guys.